Graph the following function. So the first thing that you should be able to realize that this is going to be an exponential function, since the x is the exponent. And we need to determine if this is exponential growth or decay. So I'm looking at the number that's being raised to the power of x, which is 3/5. So you need to think, is 3/5 bigger than 1 or less than 1? 3/5 is less than 1, so therefore it's going to be an exponential decay. Because as you multiply 3/5 by itself over and over again, the numbers are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And you're going to have a horizontal asymptote. First, we're going to start by just graphing the basic part. Y is equal to 2 3/5 to the power of x. You want to make a quick table of values. I'm plugging values for x, and I'm going to get values back for y. I'm just going to plug in a 0 and a 1. If I plug in a 0, it will be 2 times 3/5 to the power of 0. This becomes 1 multiplied by 2 gives me 2. So 0, 2 is my first point, 0 and not 2. If I plug in a 1, it gives me 2 multiplied by 3/5 to the power of 1. 3/5 to the first power is just 3/5. I'm going to place the 2 over 1 so I can multiply my fractions. 2 times 3 is 6. 1 times 5 is 5. I'm going to change it to a mixed fraction. 5 goes into 6 once, and my remainder will be 1/5. So 1 and 1 and 1/5, 1 and 1 and 1/5 will be right here. Now my asymptote right now, it's located on the x-axis. But now I'm going to shift. This -1 is going to shift your graph to the right one, and this -5 is going to shift it down 5. So I'm going to shift it to the right one and down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my new asymptote will be located where y equal to -5 is the equation. Notice that I should match this number here. And now I also need to shift each of the point to the right one and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To the right one and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And remember that this is an exponential decay, so your graph should be coming down and getting closer and closer to the asymptote, but never crossing it, never touching it. And the last thing I need to find is your domain. Your domain, if you're walking on the x-axis, even though the graph is over here, you will be able to see a graph way up there. So your domain will be from -infinity to positive infinity, or you can say all real numbers. Either one is fine. Your range. At what point do I start seeing a graph? You start seeing a graph at -5, not including -5, so we place a parenthesis, all the way to positive infinity.